Hello everyone, good evening. This is Sandylu Guerrero of Life Choice Coaching, your transformational business and life coach, and you are watching Transform Your Life with Sandylu and Friends with my guest, Dani Solorio, founder and CEO of Compton Health Bar.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone.
Cool. Thank you.
I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to log on. I'm going to log on my tablet here because I want to make sure that I don't miss your comments and your questions. But I was talking to Dani while I was preparing and setting I want to say stage because I'm getting ready for the stage, right?
Yes.
In a couple of weeks. But anyway, setting the space for our show today, and I'm just really super impressed by her resilience and her story. And so make sure that you share, and everybody that shares, just so you know, you share, you're going to be entered into a raffle, and that raffle is going to be one of the products that Dani sells at her store, which she'll share more about it later, and it's all about health. So keep that in mind. So make sure that you share and you'll be included in the raffle. You too, my sister Lourdes. You want to be at it. Okay. So I'm definitely going to be announcing the winner of last week's raffle. So last week we had Jesse Sink, and Jesse Sink was electrocuted by 13,800 volts of electricity. To think that this man still laughs and cracks up and makes jokes and will tell you need a hand. He literally takes off his hand and gives it to you is insane. But you know, what an inspiration. But anyway, incredible. I have his book here, and everybody who shared his the video from last week was entered into a raffle. And as a bonus, the winner, actually it's going to be two winners, is going to get a copy of my book as well.
Yes.
And an extra little gift because it is my birthday month, so I wanted to give you a little something extra because, you know, when you celebrate life, you know, part of it is giving and receiving, right? And so I'm grateful for your sharing, I'm grateful for your support, and I'm grateful that you are here, you know, in this journey with me, right? Because it's been a journey. It's a year and a half since my show. It's going to be a year and a half at the end of the month that this show has been going on. Yes. And we have lots of things going. Super excited. I have the upcoming veterans honoring veterans show, so please send your nominations if there's a veteran or someone that's helping veterans or doing something big in our community with our veterans that you think would be honored or acknowledged, or a family. Please let me know. Message me, and you can email me their information to Sandylu at sandyluguerrero.com. But anyway, I don't even know where to begin. I saw you. I did a video earlier, and in case you didn't notice, I comb my hair now. So I did my hair.
Pretty.
I did my hair, and so Dani says it looks good. So I trust her. But thank you for everyone that's watching. Thank you everyone who's watching. Thank you Esperanza. Esperanza is doing really amazing, extraordinary things in Arizona. With veterans, along with Dominic, which was on our show, a veteran as well. They're creating an extraordinary community for the veterans to be able to just regroup, revive, you know, get resources, training, educated. That's incredible. Support, etc. in many different ways. And we got to do a live. Esperanza, we'll do a live. We'll put you on the camera from here, and me here, you in Arizona for now, because we definitely got to share what your project is all about. Hello, Eileen. Hello, Samantha. Is that your? That's my wife. That's your wife. That's my all right. Wife.
Hi.
Hey, you got your support there.
I do, and then Eileen, my brother. Hi,
your
guys.
brother, great. It's awesome when your family supports. Yeah, my sister's on there too. She's in Victorville. And it looks like I'll probably be going by tomorrow. Just FYI, I'll let you know later on. So, hi, Eileen. Hello, Juan Solorio. That's your brother?
That's my brother.
All right. So, thank you for watching. You're watching Transform Your Life with Sandylu and Friends. And I'm on every Tuesday evening for the most part. And sometimes I bring guests, and sometimes it's me sharing about transformational concepts, transformational how to transform your life, transform your interpretations, transform your relationships, transform your career, transform, and elevate yourself to a whole entirely new level. So thank you for watching, Tatiana. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be taking care of you this evening when I get back home. Hello, Richard. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. So let me share with you about my guest. Or you know what? So we can get this out of the way. Why don't we pick the winner? Why don't we share the winner? Okay, so we're gonna start with sharing who are the 2 winners of last week's raffle. Again, 2 winners are gonna receive a copy of Jessie Singh's book, and as a bonus, I'm gonna give you one of my books, and I'm gonna send you another little gift, an extra little gift, because it is my birthday month. So 2 people, let's see who are the winners. So I put their names on a Ziploc. You know, I like to see this full one day. You guys, come on, sharing is caring. So share today's video, and you will be added into a raffle where Dani is going to be giving you one of her products.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
So let's pick.
Shall we?
Yep.
All right.
Who's the first winner?
Who's the first winner? Let's see. Our first winner is Elizabeth Gutierrez.
All right, Elizabeth Gutierrez. She's a winner.
Woo!
She's one of my former coachees. Awesome. And she's doing amazing since she did one of my virtual online groups, which I have one coming up, by the way. And her life has drastically transformed. Like amazing. And she looks amazing. Even physical transformation. It's just amazing. But anyway, she could tell you her story. Okay, who's winner number 2?
Winner number 2. Here we go. Let's see. We need the drum roll effect. There we go. There we go.
I do know how to play a little bit of drums.
There we go. Janet Young.
Janet Young. She's one of my best friends. She's my Korean American sister.
Right.
All right, Janet, you won. So I will be connecting with you to get you your gifts. And I should this to you in person. So anyway, all right. So let me talk to you about Dani. I'm going to give you a little bit about her. I'm going to share with you her bio. But there's so much more to her. I was like talking to her. I was like, that needs to be on your bio. That needs to be. But you know, it's hard to put it all on paper. It's just so much, right? So much in a life. In fact, I don't even. How old are you?
I'm like 31.
31. Okay, so
32 in December.
Yeah, so you've already went through so many life, transformations, I want to say, and
a couple.
Yeah, so let me share it with you. Dani Solorio is the founder and CEO of Compton Health Bar, a health and wellness store in Compton on a mission to bring health to the hood in a form of raw organic superfoods. From Zacapu, Michoacan, Mexico, arrived in the U.S. at the age of 6 and grew up in Linwood, California. Began operating her first business at the age of 21, a tiny video store inside Del Amo swap meet in Compton, California. In 2012, Dani recruited her mom, an experienced nurse and a knowledgeable plant healer, and her first health store was established in a 350 square foot space.
It's tiny.
And after 2 years, countless people served and lots of word of mouth excitement, the health store needed to grow and expanded to the current 1,800 square foot space it now occupies. What a big jump.
It's quite a jump.
She lives in Signal Hill with her wife, 2 dogs, and her youngest brother, whom she and her wife are raising. Featured panelist at Joanne Vargas Masterminds event. Joanne Vargas is amazing. She's been on my show as well, of course.
Joanna is
talented, by the way. You got to see her comedy show.
Oh, I did. We did. We were there together, actually.
Right, we were. Yeah. That's right.
Yes.
So that's another awesome person. You got to watch the video. We share. She was on my show, and Dani was also featured panelist at a Latino Keynotes Todos Unidos event, which was pretty recently, right? That was recently. And selected to be the focus of a docuseries for Zoe Saldana's media company. Bice. Expected episode release date, October 2018. So, as you can see, she's been a busy woman, and everything that she gave is just like bullet points of her life, but her life has been, it's very interesting. And so let's go back to, I don't even know where do we start, because we're talking about the different boxes or closets, right? But let's talk, you came at the age of 6.
Yeah, I arrived here at the age of 6, and my first home was in Linwood. One of my tias, she was kind enough to open her doors to myself, my family, and then my entrepreneurial journey is definitely tied to my experience growing up.
Excuse me, really quickly. Keep talking.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just realized.
So yeah, no, that experience, when you grow up, like I said, undocumented, as part of an undocumented family, it uniquely trains you to, for example, I was my parents' administrator, their accountant, their interpreter, their representative, and so being the eldest of three, it just sort of positioned me as being the leader of my family, sort of, and so I had the responsibility.
At what age was this when you were already doing all this? Because that's a big responsibility to put 11, on a child.
12. My parents leaned on me a lot because I learned English the fastest, and so growing up having all these responsibilities, how it ties into the entrepreneurial journey is you learn to deal with high stress situations. You learn to manage a lot of crises all at once, and you learn. And aside from that, just watching their struggles really fueled me. And one thing that I'll never forget is when one of my tias was kind enough to let us live in her garage. I remember my dad fixed it and partitioned it like a little home, and when I asked them, where they were gonna sleep, he was like, "No te preocupes, mija, don't worry, we're good." And they were actually sleeping under our dining room table on a piece of cardboard, and just with the blankets on top and stuff. And so when I saw that, occur as a sacrifice, that really, it was part of my fuel to, want something better for, our family, for my parents, for all of us. So to this day, that image, whenever I need a little fuel, I always think about that, and it certainly fuels. So yeah, that's a great big part of like I said, growing up, it prepares you. It prepares you for things that now as an entrepreneur, I'm like, oh yeah, I know how to deal with high stress. I know how to deal with, managing multiple situations all at once, and crises, and everything that comes with entrepreneurship.
I think it goes with that saying, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger."
Yes, yes, yeah, and it certainly made me stronger. Yeah, no, I'm very grateful for all the lessons that that came from that experience. Like I said, just like millions of families that come here for a better life. My way of honoring my parents' courage and sacrifice, by doing something that I love, that I can help my community with, and just be a part of something positive.
Yeah, definitely, and I like that you're sharing that part of your story, because I think that sometimes we forget where we came from, we feel embarrassed about it.
I was for a long time.
Yeah, I lived in a trailer. No plumbing. We had to go outside to a room that they made behind my grandparents' house to take a shower, use the restroom. Oh, wow. So when I was little, I was sick all the time. Okay, so I know poor too,
Yeah.
And I also know that love, the home, that carries you.
Yeah,
right?
That's
Your
a
dad,
huge part. Oh my
right?
God!
Like I think that if we had that love in our home, and that kept us going along with other things, but
yeah, the love is a big part.
It is, and it definitely wasn't missing in our household. So I'm very grateful, and thank you for sharing that story, because there's people out there that we forget, or sometimes we judge people and we don't know what they're going through, or what they had to get through to get to where they're at, and people are trying to knock them down, and we see it, right?
Yeah,
we just talked about a little bit about we also got to be cautious and careful about the things that we do, or who we share certain things to, because unfortunately people have no respect for our life and our story and our struggle, and so these are just things that we gotta be mindful about, right?
Right.
You gotta surround yourself by a powerful circle that's really truly supportive and empowering, and
Guard
kick
our
your
energy.
butt, and
It's important.
at the same time hold us high no matter what. But
Definitely.
one of the things that you shared with us is that you shared with me earlier, which was very interesting, and it never dawned on me like what you had shared, but about not being documented, but then also being coming out of the closet, being a lesbian. I know that you mentioned something about like being stuck in two closets, like two closets. So I want you to like listen, you guys, because this is like so what she shares right now, but just it's very powerful, I think, and a lot of people experience this, and we have no sensitivity, and I think it's because of lack of knowledge, right? The lack of ignorance, right? Not, not coming from a bad place, but we just don't know what we don't know, and so I really want you to share a little bit about this because this is so powerful.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And, I think, we even have a word for it. It's called the undocu-queer community. And it's all the people that, identify both as undocumented and queer, gay, lesbian, any part of our LGBTQ community. And as I shared with you earlier, when I was a teenager, I didn't tell anyone, in high school. I went through elementary, middle school, and high school, not telling anyone about my undocumented status because I was scared, and then it was embarrassing too. Kids make fun of you for that, so it wasn't something that I could easily disclose and comfortably. So, and being gay was not also something I couldn't disclose comfortably. But when I found myself hiding in two closets, both the undocumented and the gay closet, I had to break out of one, and so the easiest for me was to come out of the gay closet. And I had friends, I had community, I had a whole identity behind that identification, and so that seemed that in part really helped me, saved me, because it was I created like a second family outside of my own family with all my queer friends. And so that was definitely a tough choice, like which closet you're going to come out of first.
And you said you were 15?
I was 15 when I came out to my parents, when I came out to my friends, and my friends did really well. Everyone was like, oh yeah, I know that, of course, yeah, obviously. But
you knew since you were what age?
I was very young. I remember being as young as 4 years old, already knowing that what I felt towards other girls was different than just like, oh look, my pretty girl. But I knew from a very early age. It is different for everyone. Everyone has a different experience. But my experience, I always knew from a very young age that I was, not quite. I didn't feel about boys the way other girls around me felt.
So you weren't beating up on boys because you liked them. You was beating them because you wanted to beat them.
No, and actually, I remember. Right? I remember looking at boys who were either popular or really handsome, and just looking at them and just wanting to be them rather than wanting to be with them or anything. Just thinking, oh man, like this guy, he's just got other girls. I wish I was him. But so that was my experience, and like I said, it's different for everybody, but for me, just living my true life, my authentic life, it was helped me tremendously, because I couldn't live openly undocumented. I'm very grateful that I created this whole other community instead. And as I mentioned to you earlier, it wasn't until well into my adulthood that I was even comfortable talking about being undocumented. In fact, if it wasn't because I got my green card in November of just last year, 2017, I wouldn't be talking about it now. I purposely hid for most of my life because I learned very early on that it's risky and dangerous to put yourself out there like that. So I just didn't.
Yeah, and I thank you for sharing that, because I think that sometimes people that are out there don't understand. I know we have, without getting very political, but our new administration has their ideas, and their ideas are not very supportive of people that are already here in particular, and definitely the people that they want to keep out. So I think that some people don't understand what it's like to be in your shoes, and the thoughts and the feelings and the things that you're limited to.
It's very
as
limiting.
well, because we talked about how you started your business, or
Right.
you know, part of it was your own health, not having.
Right. Well, when you grow up without papers, as we call it, you don't really go to the doctor very often, and you know, you don't look forward to those moments of having to, you know, being asked for documentation that you can't produce. So you don't go. So we instead took care of ourselves with the remedies that, you know, my grandma has, you know, she left us with, and then all the remedies that my mom they're both natural healers that I've been just so fortunate to learn from. And so yeah, we took care of ourselves at home with our own remedies, and and all of that was, again, just influenced by that status that, you know, you live in fear, and literally everything you do or don't do comes back to that fear. And yeah, even you know, going into entrepreneurship, we were only able to depend on cash, and so when you don't have access to loans, credit, grants, the growth is a lot faster. I mean, not a lot faster, a lot way slower than most people, because you know, you can't do everything. And then I made a lot of mistakes too that I might not have made had I been out there talking to other people, reaching out to others. But because to me none of that was an option, I didn't. So instead, you know, we pushed on. But thankfully I have an amazing family that you know, literally every member of the family has had a part in the business. You know, my dad's the builder, my mom is the herbal mixologist, my wife was the designer, my brothers contributed. I mean, everyone has had a big part. So I've been very lucky in that regard.
And I saw a video clip. I shared your video clip, by the way, of you at your store, and I was like, "Wow, that looks really nice!" Like,
thank you.
That's a really nice setup.
Thank
very,
you.
very like fancy, like very, very enticing.
Well,
like, I want to go there. That's why I forgot that it's in Compton,
yeah,
right?
No, and that's the whole purpose. That's the whole point. Actually, you wanted to bring something, you know, different, something where you could walk in and feel welcome, not feel like you're in the hood, just feel good. I mean, everyone there is living such a stressful life, you know, and it's such a stressful environment. And so I wanted to provide a place where people can come in and just forget about all of that and relax, have a good experience, be treated, you know, like family. And yeah, that's how that we grew entirely through word of mouth. Again, normally an entrepreneur wants, you know, his or her name out there, business name out there. You want all the exposure you can get, but when you're an undocumented person, you don't want any of that. So you then get creative, and you know, our entire business model for growth was, let's focus on the customer experience. Let's focus on making sure that our formulas are effective, that we're getting positive results, in hopes that our customers will tell their friends, tell their family, and they did.
I know you said you have about 1,800 customers
on our database right now.
On your database, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
like, I can only imagine where you're going to go from now that you don't have that you know, that
fear.
burden, that fear,
Yeah.
that, you know, wow, I can only imagine where, I mean, and let's go back a little bit though, because I mean, now we're talking about, you know, you know, where you're at and where you're going, but what triggered, like, you know what, I'm just going to start this store, you know?
Well, I was if you're talking about the health store or the video store.
Oh, wow, you started with the video store. Yeah, video.
Yeah,
so let's start there, you know, because it sounds like you already had, you knew that you had to work for yourself. That was the thought, I imagine.
Right. By then I'd had a couple jobs, you know, warehouse, just labor intensive jobs that normally are people with my then status, you know, tend to take up. And jobs that my parents had. And I learned very quickly that, you know, I didn't like that path. I didn't like that setting. And so, but at the time I wasn't sure that, you know, entrepreneurship was going to be my path. So I landed a job at Blockbuster, which was super exciting to me at the time. I was like, oh my God, I get to work at Blockbuster. This is amazing. It's so cool. I love movies, so it was cool that I got hired there. And so shortly after, I think I had been in Blockbuster for over a year, and my best friend's family needed someone to come and help them with the video store that they had acquired. And so I came in, and then eventually it didn't really work out, but I saw an opportunity to do something completely different with it. And so I asked, and they were the very first family to ever take a chance on me. They saw my hard work, and they were the first family to give me a loan. And because of them, I was able to buy the video store, give it its whole new identity, whole new twist, and it did well. It did well with the help of my parents, my brother. It propelled us forward, helped my entire family. Within a couple of years, that video store was able to support our whole family. And not just that, but then when the opportunity came up to go fully into the health and wellness, we were ready. We were ready. It was from that video store hustle that we had the opportunity to then go into what I really loved, which was health and wellness.
Wow, super cool, because you guys already had figured out what worked, what didn't work, what...
Right. And then it was actually inside the swap meet where my video store was, right across. Again, it was my best friend's family again. At the time, they actually had a booth where they mostly sold Nature Sunshine stuff. And I love Nature Sunshine. I don't know if you know the company, Nature Sunshine, but they're awesome. And so they had that booth, and then when they were getting ready to retire, I saw that opportunity to jump in, and again they saw my hard work. They were again the only people to give us a loan when nobody else would, and then we turned it into our own concept, our own whole new health store. I recruited my mom, and from there people started telling each other like, oh, go to these two women, like they know what they're talking about. They can help you. They can. And that's how I grew. That's how I grew. Within 2 years, we had requests and like all these people that we just did not have the room. So then we saw the opportunity to expand into the space where we are now, which is again still in the swap meet, just in a much bigger space.
Wow, super cool. And what are some of the lessons from your journey, like from when you first started, that you feel like would be valuable for someone that is considering starting a business, that has that entrepreneur mind? What are some of the things that you can share? Some of your knowledge, do's and don'ts.
Yeah. Oh man, there's been so many.
I know there's always tons, right?
There's so many mistakes that.
Well, if you're not learning, you're not growing.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. So one of the key things that I've learned, just ask for help. You always want to make it seem like you have it together, like you're good, you don't need any help. But I wish I'd known to ask for help much earlier in my journey, because I think there's several things that I probably would have done differently. And I think a specific example that I can think of, when we first opened the larger space for where the health store is now, it was actually called the Outpost. And an outpost is where, by definition, it's where you find everything. We wanted to be the store where you found everything. A general store for the neighbors at the swap meet, and we wanted to be where you found all your organic, personal care products, where you found all your supplements, your protein shakes. We wanted to be all things to everybody. And I learned very quickly.
That's tough, yeah.
That's very tough. So that was another tough lesson for me to learn. And and again, if I'd known more people, if I'd reached out to more people, I might have had a business, person who could have told me that, what, maybe that's not the approach that you want to take. Maybe you want to rein it in, narrow it down to a specialty. And once I realized that was a much better route to take, the specialty route, everything changed.
What caused the turning point? What was it?
The cash, the lack of cash. Again, when you don't have a credit card that you can just, pick up and use in an emergency, when you don't have any of that, you have to make major pivots. And our major pivot was, again, reining it in and focusing entirely on superfoods, on raw organic, ingredients, and specializing in that rather than trying to be all things to all people. That did not work out. And but I'm glad that it didn't, because again, everything exactly the way it happened led to where we are now.
Wow. See, I hope you guys are listening, and make sure that you share. Again, if you share, you will be entered into a raffle, and you will win. And I'll announce the winner next week. And you will win one of your. You want to share what you're raffling? We should share now, right?
So if you guys share this, you'll win a full-size 30-day supply of our Compton Detox. Our Compton Detox. Some of you have actually used it, and it's our most popular product in the entire store. It's actually just a very simple blend of ingredients that my mom and I came up with and began testing, and it turned out to be an amazing hit, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. So it's a 3-in-1, so it helps give you nice little detox, nothing too aggressive, just nice gentle detox. It helps burn fat, so for all of our clients that have high cholesterol, it's tremendously helpful because it helps cleanse out your arteries with the use of pure L-carnitine, and it's also suppresses appetite and imbalances out your serotonin levels a bit, because when you're detoxing, that is part of the process. There is you don't want to go on binges and such, so and we try to help you on that end. So Compton Detox, that's a 30-day supply, our most popular product. Super excited to share it with you all.
All right, guys. So make sure you share. That's a 30-day supply?
30-day supply.
Wow.
1 scoop a day in a water bottle.
I'm gonna share. If I share, does that count? No.
Absolutely, girl. We got you.
I'm gonna share.
We got you.
So you guys, if you share the video, you're going to be entered into a raffle, which I will announce the winner next week, to get Dani's 30-day detox.
30-day Compton Detox. Straight out of toxins.
Compton Detox. So make sure that you share. It is called Compton Health Bar, and it's in Compton in the Del Amo
inside Del Amo Indoor Swap Meet. And you can also find us online at www.comptonhealthbar.com.
All right,
JC,
thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of time to say hi to a few people and read the comments at this point. But I want to announce, because I saw that some people that joined us. Elizabeth Gutierrez, you won the raffle for last week, and you're getting a copy of Jesse Singh's book and a copy of mine. If you don't have it already, if you do, you could share it. Treat. And an extra gift. And Janet, I saw you joined us too. Janet Jung, my bestie, my Korean American sister. Yay. You won too. So I will be connecting with you so that I could get you your gifts. So remember, if you share, you will be entered to win a raffle. And it's repeats are okay. Family okay. I'm going to put my name in there too so I could win. But 30-day detox, Compton Detox is going to be the raffle for this week. So you got to share the video. So remember, sharing is caring, and this is all about empowering and inspiring and transforming people's lives by sharing about our lives, right? Because that's what it's really about, sharing.
So we empower.
So we got to keep empowering. But I want to say hi to some people here that joined us. Let's see. We have... Esperanza Ortega said, thanks for the shout out. Yes, thank you for everything that you're doing for our veterans. Hello, Carla Perez. Hello, hi, Carla. Besame Mucho Photography. She's super talented.
Love her.
Hello, Dominic Lopez is over there, a veteran also. And he's in Arizona, Geico Veteran Foundation. And Daisy Mauricio.
Daisy. She's a good friend.
She says, hi, Dani.
Awesome. Hi, Daisy. Daisy's the best. She's so cool.
Cool. Great people. It's good. It's awesome when you have great people by you. Alvaro Pastor.
Oh my God. Alvaro is here. Alvaro is actually it's his family. Alvaro and I grew up together. He's the bestie. It's his family. who opened those doors for me, who took a leap and gave me the only loans back in the day that I was able to.
Wow, amazing.
To get, so,
amazing.
he and his family.
See what your family and Alvaro created. What an amazing opportunity that you've created.
Yeah.
And because of that, people are getting healthy. Isn't that amazing, right? You never know, you never know when you do for someone else, the ripple effect that it's going to create. And I think that sometimes people don't recognize it. And I tell people, because I do coach people, I'm a life and business transformational coach. And when I work with one person, I know that it's not just that one person. It's their mom, their brother, their future husband or wife. You know what I mean? Because it's going to affect everybody in the bigger picture. If that person is happy, that person is healthy, if that person is in gratitude, if that person is thriving and going for what they want in life,
all of that.
They're going to be a better parent, they're going to be a better spouse, they're going to be a better community member, community leader, boss, co-worker.
Yes.
I mean, it just goes on and on and on. So I know that when we support one person, that it's bigger than that. So we got to remember to pay it forward as well.
Definitely.
Right? So thank you to Alvaro, because this is what you've created. You and your family created.
Yeah,
I guess the Pastor family, right?
The Pastor family.
Hello.
Shout out to them.
Yeah. Hello, Dr. Diana Zashal. She's also she's a Army reservist. She's a colonel in the Army Reserve.
Ooh.
She's amazing, and she's also was honored on my previous show. And Liliana Boteo, she says hello.
Hello, Liliana.
Linnea Grisel Villaseñor says hello. My sister-in-law Jamie in Vegas says hello. Hi, Jamie. Say hi to Tony and everybody for me. Jesus Sahagan, Jesse Sahagan. Hey, that's my cousin, one of my cousin's best friends.
Cool.
Arthur Prince. Esperanza Ortega says thank you, family and friends, for watching. Yes, thank you for watching.
Thank you.
And remember
Thank
to
you, guys.
share. And if you share, you're also going to be entered in a raffle. So make sure you share so that you can win the 30-day Compton Detox. Yvette Brooklyn, Berta Sarcedo.
That's my tia.
That's your thing. Oh, okay, tia. Hi, tia.
Berta. Hola, tia Berta.
Hola. All right.
Gracias. That's my mom.
That's your mom?
Oh my God. Hi, Mom.
María
Saucedo.
Qué extraordinaria es su hija.
Hola, mami.
So Liz is awesome too. She teaches, and she's a mother of 2 autism kids,
cool.
teenage kids, twins. She's amazing. Talking about learning, like patient. I'm just so impressed by her and her personality. She's just bubbly.
That's
I don't know how you do it, but I admire you. Gabby Topete. Michael Gonzalez, thank you for joining us. Michael Arthur Prince says, "What's the name of the store again?" So the store store is Compton.
Compton Health Bar. I'm talking Compton Detox. I'm excited to share it with somebody, but our store is Compton Health Bar, and we're on Yelp, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on all of that good stuff, and we're online also. Like I said, www.comptonhealthbar.com, or shoot through. Come to
visit. Let's go visit.
Come visit us. I mean, we love seeing people there. It's we literally throw a parade for everybody who comes in. We become pretty much a part of all the families that come in and see us. So please come in and see us.
That's awesome. That's super cool. I gotta go in person to your store. So definitely in the next few days. All right, and let's see. Daisy Mauricio says my fave. #Compton Detox.
That's right.
All right. I said, Richard says, I know that in the real estate investing that I have mentor and coach in 10,000 Club. What I do brings deals. Awesome. That's great.
Awesome. That's super
great.
Cool.
Coaching and mentoring, coaching is very important. We got to invest in it, especially if you want to create an extraordinary life for ourselves, whatever that looks like for each one of us, right? Arthur Price says, thank you, Daisy. Espia Cosa. Elizabeth says, yay, because she won, of course. I have it all. I have it. LOL. Sonia Carlos, she's Acevedo. Hello, Sonia. Known her since high school. Richard, is there a discount? He's asking if you're offering a discount. Hermosa mi hija.
My mom.
Hermosa. I'm
My mom.
Spanglish. Ni de aquí, ni de allá, como la India María.
Yeah, right?
All right,
Loving.
and let's see, Henry. Hello, Kiki. I know since middle school, junior high school. Well, back in the days we used to call it junior high school. Now it's middle school.
Oh my
But
gosh.
he's awesome. And Elizabeth Gutierrez, thank you. She says, amazing coach. Thank you, Sandylu. Like, her transformation is just out of this world. Amazing.
That's so cool.
Hello, Adilene. Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I see that you're out there and it looks like you're healing well. So congratulations and keep staying positive. Bertha Saseo says, beautiful, my niece.
Gracias, tía.
Let's see, Kiki says hi. Maria Sasel says wonderful daughter. Oh yes, she's amazing. She's
Thank you,
amazing.
Mama.
I'm so grateful that I met you, and we met through the National Latina Businesswomen Association.
Oh my God,
I was on the board, and I had the opportunity to meet her, and she stood on my radar. I tell people I meet people all the time, and I have big ideas and a vision for my life and the things that I want to create in the world and of transformation. And I always keep an eye and see who are the people I want in my side and my team for future projects. So I was already talking to her about one of my projects. So I'm really looking forward to that.
This collab,
putting this together.
Going to happen.
Definitely. Right. And hello, Lori. Lori's in the mental health. Oh,
cool.
I want to say business, but mental health, period. Elizabeth says, I'm working in Compton this week. I'm going to pay a visit Friday.
Yes,
all right,
please,
Elizabeth, yes, go visit her so you can see what when you talk to her, you'll see she's amazing and her transformation is phenomenal. But, okay, so hi, Cindy Lopez and Carmen Torres, one of my besties. Carmen Torres.
Carmen. Hi,
Okay,
Carmen.
So anyway, thank you for joining us. If you just joined us, you're watching Transform Your Life with Sandylu and Friends. And I am here with the founder and CEO of Compton Health Bar that is located in the city of Compton at the Del Amo Swap Meet. And she's been sharing with us her journey from when she was born. And I know you're probably thinking, what does that have to do with entrepreneurship? Well, it has a lot to do with it. Sometimes we don't realize it, how it influences our life. In fact, I was telling her that I think my dad Miyagi'd me because now that I became an entrepreneur is when I really started learning, practicing some of the things that he had taught me. I just didn't realize it. I just would do what he told me. I didn't even think about it.
He was grooming you without
yes,
you knowing.
and I didn't even know. Yeah. So our journey to where we're at, it's like a puzzle. Like we have this big puzzle, and every little piece, starts putting your life together where you're supposed to be. And I think that sometimes we're trying to go this way, but something will happen and it'll push us this way. And we think we're mad and we're resistant, that we're not happy because we wanted to go that way, but something is pushing us away from it, right? But it's because if we trust, I say God, for me, like if I trust in God, I trust in the process, I trust in a bigger power. Ultimately, it's because it's putting me where I'm supposed to be.
Exactly.
Whether it's temporary or permanent, but it's putting me where I'm supposed to be. So sometimes life pushes you because you're not making decisions, and you gotta make some changes, right? So it's we gotta embrace those things, right? And everything adds up to what you're creating. And look at what you're doing now. You're transforming people's health, and you're sharing with me some of the things that you do. So for let me share for the women out there, because there's a lot of you out there. About you, I know some of us are gonna be starting menopause. Some people are in it, or some people just have hormonal problems. But some of the things that you offer, let's just talk about some of the things that you offer, so they could get an idea of how you've transformed people's lives with your products.
Well, thank you. And well, part of what we do there, we specialize in, first of all, the most common things that we see in our Latino community, which are high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol. Those three things almost go hand in hand. We call it the trio there. And so that's one field. And another area where we've had a lot of success in is treating hormonal imbalances in women. And we've seen that a lot of a lot of the stress, a lot of the anxiety, a lot of the depression, a lot of the hot flashes, a lot of the all of the cycles, it's all affected by your hormones. And we've seen it in everyone from 14 years of age to 60 years of age. It just, hormonal imbalances really manifest themselves differently in everyone. And so what we have there is a variety of options. Customization is what we specialize in. And so the way it works is you come in, you tell us what your concerns are. Give us your history, what medications you're taking, what are, give us the rundown of what it is that you're concerned about and what you're doing. And so based on that, we create a custom formula for you. So, and, not only do we create the custom formula for you, we ask you about everything that you're doing, because rather than wanting to replace anything, we want to work alongside of it. And so, yeah, you come in, we talk to you about what it is that you're concerned about, we create a formula for you, and then you go home and incorporate it into your meals, your shakes, your teas, your drinks, your smoothies. Most of what we do comes in powder form. We right now have about 100 different roots, plants, flowers, tree barks that are all of different medicinal purposes. And so those are the different ingredients that we use to create your customized formula. So,
and you said they're all organic?
They're all raw organic ingredients, completely, free of preservatives, free of added ingredients, added sugars. It's how we've seen the best and the fastest results. And, of course, like with anything else, natural medicine requires you to be consistent, to be patient with yourself, and to really, just love yourself enough to keep it up, because that's how, you're going to see the best results. And but we've been fortunate enough to see results, positive results, in a lot of these conditions that we see in our clients. And again, as I mentioned earlier, we're seeing a lot more hyper and hypothyroidism issues. We're seeing, in men, and I think one thing that's not very much talked about, men suffer from as much anxiety, depression, performance issues that women do. There's just no comfortable space for them to really talk about it. So we do encourage gentlemen to come in. We do have we have a space for you there. So.
One of the things I've heard of recently with male is the challenges with adrenal fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what's coming around?
Yep. Adrenal fatigue. It affects the performance, stress levels. It affects a lot of men suffer from as much hormonal imbalances as women do. But again, there's just no whether it's because societal or just personal, they're just not comfortable talking about it.
Well, it's very personal. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's very personal.
Right.
I know some people that are struggling with it, and they're struggling with the kind of medicine, the insurance, and things like that get in the way of them getting the support that they need, and it really could really affect them in a very negative way. So I know somebody for sure I'm going to send to you, I think that'll be really great, especially because I'm all about, like, can we keep it natural? Can we keep it organic? And
again, through my own journey, I mean, I started exploring superfoods and everything in the raw organic form through my own struggles with my own hormonal imbalances, my own issues with weight, and then most recently my struggles with anxiety. I mean, all of that led me to again rein it in and start taking my superfoods. And a lot of the research nowadays suggests that our gut biome, our gut flora, is really key to so many things, including our anxiety, so again, through my own exploration of that, I discovered that by keeping it as organic as possible, as clean as possible, is how you really start seeing a true transformation. And so now I live it every single day. I'll take my greens drink. I'll take I always have something in my daily routine that includes raw organic, just real foods, and that's made quite the difference.
Wow, I know, and we keep hearing it more and more and more, that raw, that organic,
and
natural, and and for me, I like the idea of natural, because I keep thinking of all the I had a challenge with cholesterol for a while, off and on, and they want to give me a pill, so they're always wanting to give you a pill, and sometimes we don't think about it. Like, I'm still young, and God willing, I'll live another 50 years or whatever, right? but the longer I'm taking this, now my kidneys are being affected, my liver is being affected, and so I think that we sometimes we want that quick fix, and then the long-term effect is that then everything else is getting ruined. And so the opportunity with the natural is that I'm assuming that's not happening.
No. You know, a lot of.
And I know you're certified. I know you don't coach, but you're certified
integrative nutrition coach. And wrapping up that whole certification. Yes. It's pretty awesome. I've used that to incorporate into how I treat my clients, because it's been such a useful tool in both in how we create formulas, how we approach health, how we approach wellness and nutrition. So that's been a tremendous resource and help, and I'm really happy that I get to share all of that with the community that we're in.
I know, because you did mention to me, I think we had a brief conversation a few days ago, and you had mentioned that it's hard for people in your community to afford the medicine or to have insurance, right? Because there might be a lot of immigrants in the area.
A great sector of who the people we serve are, immigrant families, or people that in the low income community. I mean, we are in a low income community, and so keeping that in mind, we tailor everything to be the highest possible quality at the most accessible price, and that's been part of the mission since we began, and it's part of the mission going forward. Keep it natural, keep it organic, and keep it affordable, because that's really the at least the path that I see to helping improve our health, our community's health, and just everyone who wants to go down the path of health and wellness. It shouldn't have to break your bank,
Yeah, it should just be something that we all just have, like food.
Absolutely, yes. No,
right, like food.
Yes, health and wellness shouldn't have to just cost you an arm and a leg, and that's part of our business model there too. That
So we had some comments there. We're almost getting ready to wrap up, but I'm going to go ahead and say hi to a few people, and then we'll wrap up, and you could give them all your social media, your contact information, where they could go visit you. We already know Elizabeth is going. I hope more of you are going to go check it out, or you can order. You do shipments?
Yeah, we do ship. Any orders over $40, ship for free. Anything under, anywhere in the U.S., we just $5.
There you go. It's affordable, super affordable, right? Super affordable. And if you just joined us, if you share today's video, you got to share it by Friday.
Yes, share by Friday.
Share it by Friday.
Share this video by
Friday. Share this video by Friday, and you will be entered into a raffle where you will win one of Dani's Compton detox,
yes,
30-day detox
30-day
program.
Supply.
So 30-day supply. So make sure that you share, and you will be entered on the raffle, and I will announce the winner next week, which next week's show will be all about transformation. I will be doing some coaching, and it will be about what you need to do now to transform your life today to create an extraordinary future. So make sure that you join me, and just want to say hi to a few of you that joined us last minute, and a few comments. And hello to my cousin Hector in Victorville. Lena Topete, Lena Marie Topete she is the founder of Impromptu Lipsticks.
Cool.
And she was on my show too. Another extraordinary human being. Gorda Orozco.
Mari. Her name is
Mari.
Oh, yes.
Mari says, loving it. That's my girl, Dani. Yes.
Hi, Mari.
Love all the support you're getting. Let's see. Abraham says, I don't think it's a quick fix per se. It's more of I do not want to change anything about my health, so give me a pill. Exactly. It's true. That's the brutal, honest truth. And Mari says, love you guys. Love how you help me to lose weight. You're awesome, Dani. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'm glad you're there step by step.
Thank you, Mari.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing, Mari. And Carla Perla says, amazing job, ladies. Love it.
Thank you, Carla.
Thank you. And let's see, Richard says, I'm taking 3 blood pressure medications and he names them, and then he says,
Oh, I
I
see
need
what
some
he's saying.
organic foods. Yes, you do. So make sure that you
Yes,
connect
definitely.
with
Please,
Dani.
come see us.
Make sure you connect with Dani because you want to
Right.
get the natural stuff.
And we
Of
do have
course.
an online scheduler to book consultations. So if you can actually drive out to us, we can consult with you over the phone. In fact, I do have a lot of clients now that we handle over the phone, and we can create your formulas for you. And if it's too difficult to come down to the store, but of course, I'd rather see your face, Richard.
Yes.
So, but it is an option to book an online consultation through our website.
Which is really great because it's a customized. One, it's affordable, and two, is not you're not just getting a generic something that that may contain an ingredient or things that you really don't need. And this way, you're getting everything that you do need.
Yeah, just pure
and
raw
it's
ingredients.
based on what you personally are experiencing. So it's a great.
It's tailored specifically. Like, it's really just all about you. Like, whatever you want to treat, whatever you want to focus on, that's how we build your formulas for you. So
Very good. All right. Well, it's time for us to get going. It's almost where it's time to wrap up. I can't believe time goes by so
Right?
fast. I was like looking at the time. I was like, oh, it's 8:56. The hour goes
Already?
by so quick, right? But thank you for joining us, everyone.
thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure, and I've learned a lot. And just you're super inspiring. So I'm looking forward to collaborations in the future. We already know my ID. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. But anyways, you'll all hear about it eventually. But thank you for watching. And before I have her say her last words, I'll do a few announcements just as reminders. So I'm on Transform Your Life with Sandylu and Friends is on every Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at Sandylu Guerrero. And make sure that you join us and that you share and that you comment and you send me questions if you have any questions. And also just a reminder, I have a virtual group coaching program coming up that starts on the 22nd, I believe it is. I better remember.
Cool.
And it's a virtual coaching group. And if you want more information, if you're ready to take your life onto another level, if you're tired of being sick and tired, if you already like became complacent and comfortable and you're ready for more, please connect with me. And this is for men and women, guys. I don't only coach women, I coach men and women, just so you know. In fact, I have Abraham on there. He's one of my former coachees, and he's doing very well. And of course, Elizabeth she did my group before, and she's doing phenomenal. You'll get to meet her because she's gonna go visit you, and she will.
Awesome.
Just so you know.
I'm looking forward to meeting you.
So if you want to know more about that program, and then if you know a veteran or someone that's doing amazing things in our community for veterans, please send me a nomination. We are going to do our second annual show honoring our veterans, where we're going to give them acknowledgement and we're going to give them gifts. Like last year, we gave them $400 in cash and
Oh, you
prizes.
told me about that
So
event. It sounds amazing.
so I'm like super excited. So make sure that you nominate people. And also, if you are interested in being, we're looking at making it a live audience show. So if you want to be part of, want to volunteer to be part of my team to create this big event honoring our veterans, please reach out to me. I would love to have a team, because I'm looking for bigger, better, and more for my veterans. And also, if you would like to sponsor, a gift, whether it's a gift card, cash, food, or whatever for them, we are going to have, we have big plans for them. So anyways, so let us know. And if you have your business, we'll add your logo and announce you and put it on our social media, thanking you for your sponsorship and your support. And you don't have to be a business. You could be just a person who appreciates our veterans. So anyways, that's all my announcements for right now. But I want to say thank you once again.
Thank you
For joining me.
Thank you for having
and
me.
remember, guys, share so that you could be entered into the raffle for the Compton
You're gonna want
30-day
that
detox, which I will be announcing the winner next week.
Yay.
But thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you
And
for
thank you
having me.
for what you do to transform our community.
Thank you.
And just, I just want to say that I just admire your resilience and your courage, and
I admire yours.
and how far you've come, and how you really created, you didn't let those obstacles become your burden, and that you fought your way through, and you found I think sometimes we don't realize it, but sharing, you sharing a little bit of your story gives me an idea of what the heartache and the struggle was like. And so for you to come this far and what you're doing is just phenomenal. I can only imagine how much more successful you're going to be and how many more lives you're going to transform with your vision of clean eating, clean health, clean organic, everything, healing, organic
to the
healing
earth as possible.
Yes, so thank you. And so last words, and then we want to know where to contact you and what social media and how can we follow you or stalk you. I mean, follow you.
Yeah, well, thank you so much again for having me on. You can find us at www.comptonhealthbar.com. We're also on Instagram and on Facebook at Compton Health Bar. And we're inside the Lamo Swap Meet in Compton. And the best way to find us there, just pull up to the Easy E mural, go to the door to the right, and you found us. And just thank you all for watching. Thank you for having me. Thank you to everyone who tuned in to watch. My team, Gabby, Gacy, my wife. Thank you guys.
All right, you guys, thank you. Thank you, everybody that supports her, because, oh
my God, and everybody
so important.
Daisy, oh my God, everybody, every single person that supports us. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, everyone, have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Remember that you have the power to choose how you want to live your life from moment to moment. You do have a choice. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.